If you manage your own properties or if you manage other people's properties, you're most likely doing 7 things that you shouldn't be doing because AI or robot can do that 24/7 for you every single day. In today's videos, I'm going to show you 7 things that you can literally hand off before the end of the year. And make sure you watch until the end because the last one is the one that will decide whether or not you can actually make money next year. The very first one is that you're responding to the tenant's request. That needs to be automated immediately. If you really think about it, all the tenant requests that come to you, they can actually be categorized into maybe 2 or 3 different buckets. One of them could be lease agreement, what they allow, what they're not allowed to do. Number 2 would be the balance, which is a content related issue. Number 3 would be the maintenance issues. And all you need to do is to have the AI connected with your inbox, learn exactly how you responded to your tenants, and most likely the AI will probably come up with a better framework to respond to every single one of them going forward. So all you need to do is to train the AI and have the AI handle 80 to 90% of the communication for you, and anything outside of that scope of work, you can always step in, handle it manually, but at least most of your time is going to be freed up from the daily communication. Number 2, if you're still answering tenant calls by yourself, that's a problem itself. I always try to train my tenants to be only emailing or using the portal on PMS, on my property management software, so that I can completely remove myself from answering calls. Because guess what? Tenant calls in here interrupts my day, and after hours I'm still watching my phone, text messaging, all that stuff. And this is basically how property managers and landlords get burned out throughout this entire process. It's all the after hour work or attention that they still need to put in. So my recommendation is very simple. Implement AI system immediately. Have the AI receptionists to answer the phone calls 24/7. If you're unable to train your existing tenants to always using portals to communicate with you, so just use AI receptionists to create that buffer. This honestly will protect your mental health a lot better. And a couple of softwares that you can look into is Marty.ai or Smith.ai. There's going to be a training onboarding process that you have to go through, but honestly, one-time setup will literally free up your evenings going forward. Totally worth it to look into. Number 3 is a small task like a notice of entry. I absolutely hate that I still have to log into my property management software or draft an email to send it out to tenants for various different reasons for notice of entry. I want the AI to handle that type of work. And I basically just train the AI to grab the templates based on what I need. And a lot of times I literally just say, send notice of entry for this specific properties for this time. And reasoning, for example, is for pest control. Now the AI will draft a template, grab all the information from Buildium, from PMS, into my draft, and then fill out all the information and get me to approve it. And all I need to do is to approve the message, and AI will send it out, update the system, and even better, the AI will also send out a reminder so that I never have to worry about this again. And number 4 is processing invoices. If you're the landlord yourself with maybe just a few different properties, it might be a very easy task for you. But if you manage for other people's property, guess what? Now you have to take the information from the invoices, upload it into PMS, update the task, enter charges. All that stuff is back and forth admin work that I absolutely hate it. I just want the AI to be able to handle all the admin work for me. All I wanted to do is to enter the charges and have the AI do the rest of the work for me. And that's essentially how I set it up. When the invoice comes in here, it gets uploaded into PMS bill function so that it always catches in there. And you'll ask me what charges I want to enter into the rental owner statement. And that's essentially what I did. No more processing invoices myself, no more bookkeeping, and guess what? There's no missed invoices anymore going forward. So I will have the AI set up and I have your bookkeeper verify everything on a weekly basis. This is how you can free up your time even more from this entire operation. And number 5, when your tenants needs to turn over, they need to move out, you need to arrange another person to be moving in. This is where you do the walkthrough and review the inspection report and see if there's any tear and wear that the tenants should be responsible for. A lot of times this is such a tedious work that we have to have someone sitting there and review both reports and try to figure out the discrepancy. For the past year, our entire team stopped doing that. This is a very time-consuming task that can get fully automated by AI. We uploaded 2 different reports. AI reviews everything, compare them, and provide us with the feedback on what actually has changed. And we'll also have the AI to do a quick assessment and see what's actually reasonable, what's not reasonable. So we can provide a very clear explanation and apply charges to the tenants. And typically by doing so, it just avoids a lot of back and forth and manual work on our team. And if you're a property manager, now you also have a very professional report that you can provide it to your landlord clients. And number 6 is a little bit more advanced. If you already have automated from step 1 to 5, this is where I will also step into using AI to schedule your vendors. Typically, if you think about it, when the maintenance request comes in here, typically you can go into several different categories. So based on each category, you probably already have the preferred vendors, who to reach out to, who to schedule to. And at this moment, your AI is already trained to respond to tenants and do a bit of basic troubleshooting to gather all the information and even photos. You can actually have the AI to take all the information, pass it off to the vendors based on your preferred vendor list. And once the AI reach out to the vendor confirms the time. And this is how you can actually have the AI to schedule the entire thing. It doesn't actually need to go through you. Just have the system set up, find the right vendors, and all you have to do is to approve it. And once that's done, gets posted to your Google Calendar, your tenant receives a notice of entry, and this is essentially how I'm operating my entire business. Sometimes you're still going to cache things, but at the same time, 70-80% of the maintenance requests are not going through your hands anymore. And honestly, having that buffer is the only reason why you can focus on being investors or continue to scale up the business. So from 3 notice of entry to 6 vendor scheduling, selections, and all that stuff, I use AcelCortex to handle the entire thing for me. This runs 24/7, it has a very strong support system, and it works with all the property management softwares out there. It's definitely worth a try. Number 7 is booking showings. And this part is the most tedious part, but also very important, because if you have a vacant units, you're essentially bleeding money, and it doesn't matter if it's your own properties or if you run a property management company for other people. Vacant units means that you're not making money. So having an AI system to be corresponding to the prospect tenants to be booking the showings and verify whether or not they are somewhat qualified is really important. That's why I use EliseAI to connect my listings with all the different platforms, including Facebook Marketplace. In my market, Facebook Marketplace will give us more information because we also get to check out their profile a little bit and kind of feel all the tenants. And the communication is also much faster on Facebook, so the fact that they are connected with Meta is actually a game changer for me. So imagine if you clock out at 5 or 6 p.m. and you go through your family time by 8 or 9 and you started seeing showings being booked for next day. How nice would that be?
Yes, very happy.
And this is why, if you wanted to avoid burnout and continue to scale the business, you gotta start adding AI into your operation and start offloading all the tedious, repetitive tasks over to AI, so that they can run 24/7 and you can focus on growing that business for yourself. And this is why you need to outsource those 7 tasks, because none of them actually requires you. You build a company, you build a portfolio to own something, not to get a job. So pick at least one this week and start implementing and start freeing up your time. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.